Let's continue learning Tomer Devora, this little book with a lot of content. Rav Moshe Cordovero, the Ramak, explained to us that we have to emulate God. That's fine. But how do you do that? What do you emulate? Actually, our sages say the idea that just as God visited the sick in the story of Abraham, when he was sick after circumcision, God visited him, and God buried the dead in the story of Moshe Rabbeinu, actually passing away, God buried him. And therefore we have to actually do the same thing he does, kindness, so to speak, but there's a deeper meaning. How can we find out what's the behavior of God, like the constant behavior, not just given a situation, you have to do this, given the situation, you have to do that. What's the constant attitude, behavior of God that we actually have to emulate? So the Ramak references one story in the Torah. The story is about the golden calf. After the Jewish people actually committed idolatry, and there's a whole discussion between God and Moshe Rabbeinu whether to save the Jewish people, to destroy the Jewish people, etc. I'm not going to tell the whole story. You can actually go read it. But God teaches Moshe Rabbeinu, a number of words that and he tells him, in any special situation in which you see you have to actually arouse a special merit, you should repeat these words, and I will be merciful. These words are called the 13 attributes of mercy of God. By us actually emulating God in his constant behavior, using these 13 attributes of mercy, we're actually bringing completeness to our own life, and not just by ourselves, like our own life, rather the world around us, by us emulating exactly the 13 attributes of mercy of God. So the Ramak explains throughout this book each one of these behaviors, attitudes that God has on each one of these 13 attributes, and actually how can we use these attributes to emulate him, and actually, again, bring completeness to our life and the world around us.